this point we are 4 days out and we're looking a little bit more watery than normal, but just waiting for Paul's feedback, see what he's got to say. Here's today's check-in photos. Alright, good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're 4 days out from the Mr. Olympia. I'm only joking, 4 days out from my competition though. Just sat down for my first meal. There's no fasted cardio today, that's been taken out. It's just going to be a gentle 30-minute walk after my training session. So I have done a little bit of posing, checked in my coach, just waiting for his feedback. Got my macros for today. It's quite a low carb day, no intra-shake, no intra-carbs, just 5 meals of 25 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein. And for the first time since the 1st of May, I've got some fats back in my diet. And that's what makes today so special. I'm so excited about this meal. So have a look at this. I've got green veg, chicken breasts with almond butter, and my little baby portion of rice. So I'm so excited to have the fat back in my diet. I'll pop on the screen in the corner a copy of the macros and diet instructions for today. So it's only lean proteins. Fat can only come from avocado, almonds or almond butter. So I might go out and get an avocado later and treat myself. And then tomorrow it's going to be onto a more kind of baseline, slightly higher amount of calories by the sounds of things, but obviously everything's going to be getting played by ear. See how we're looking in checking pictures. Workouts currently, they're just pump up light workouts, so nothing too strenuous. We're just taking the risk of injury away. I'll probably film a couple of them throughout the week, but I'm just going to do one vlog for the week up until either Saturday, which is the day before show day, or show day itself. So we'll see how we get on with that. I'm going to enjoy this now. As I spoke about before, this is just a light pump-up style workout, so everything's maybe 60% of the weight I'd usually use, sometimes less, and I've just been shooting for somewhere between 20 to 30 reps on each set. Nothing's taken to failure, nothing close to failure. It's just focusing on a really good mind-to-muscle connection and just driving blood into the muscle and getting some stimulation. Your risk when you're this close out from a competition of getting injured is very, very high, so you do have to be careful. And it always amazes me that people at this stage will attempt to do stuff like PRs and ego lift and then wonder why they tear a pec or a quad or a hamstring or something. So yeah, we're just getting through the last week, maintaining what we can, and trying to go into the competition fresh and not overtraining. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing some assisted dips, got a great mind to muscle connection here, and I thought it was an excellent finisher to the session just to do a couple of sets of these.
Ooh, she's got a bit of a pump today. See what we're looking like. That'll do. That loose skin everywhere. I can confirm the skin on most of my body is not as thick as the skin on my leg.
Post-workout meal time. A bit of a strange one today because we've actually got fat in there, which I never normally do. Never normally have fats before or after the gym, but that's what we're doing today. I think it's the same again tomorrow, but slightly more food. So we've got a little bit of cucumber for volume, chicken with a drizzle of almond butter, rest of the almond butter in my cream of rice. So 25 gram of carbs from the cream of rice, 50 gram of protein from the chicken, 7 gram of added fat from the almond butter. So nice to have the fat back in the diet, so I'm really going to enjoy this. I'll just say as well, no sweeteners or anything in a cream of rice.
And if you never had almond butter or chicken, try it, or cashew butter, but we're just doing almond butter today. Obviously, most of you probably know the almond butter goes great with the cream of rice too.
I'm not sure if it was the extra fat I got in my diet today, but yeah, I just went crazy vascular after my last meal. My abs were like a spider web of veins, and so are my legs. And it's when you're this lean, it's just so fascinating to watch your body change. It changes throughout the day, let alone on a daily basis. Like my hamstrings that dug up there, and yeah, it just looks like someone's stolen my skin here. Give it back.
It's late. I've just gone to get the kids. Robin's driving back, and unfortunately, I don't have anything to eat me, so we're just going to have to go to McDonald's, ruin the whole prep. Whole prep's off. Eat 10,000 calories worth of food because I can't skip a meal. Wrong. I've got my hot food flask. It's got turkey mince in there, avocado, and diazide sticks, aka asparagus. So yeah, no excuses not to be on track if you've got a few of these. I think I picked them up for about £5 in Aldi. They keep your food hot for ages, so I take them to work me all the time and never miss a meal. Anyway, these are the kids. Say hello, kids, to the vlog. That's Annalise, the girl, and Leighton, the boy. What did you bring with you to stay at Dad's?
I brought some squishies and perfume, and I brought some Lego.
And you're going to come and watch me compete on Sunday, aren't you?
Yeah, and hopefully you'll win.
Hopefully.
You will win.
We will win. Going to win the Mr. Olympia.
Well, we're going to try.
Ending it there for today.
3 days out, which was Thursday morning, I was definitely feeling better for having some fat in my diet, and I think this definitely reflected in my physique. Lines were deeper, weight was up, I was just generally looking fuller, and everything's looking tight, especially from behind, like hamstrings, glutes, and yeah, the abs look like they're coming a bit more as well, which is funny when your weight goes up. These were today's check-in pictures of Paul. Always checking the worst possible light in the house, posing slightly off, but everything looks tighter.
Good morning, we're here for meal one. I've got my daughter Annalise joining me.
No, I don't eat every day of what he eats, but I'm vegetarian, so I have corn chicken instead.
Yeah, that's something she does quite often. She'll have the same food as me because she's really supportive like that, and you quite like eating like I eat, don't you? Minus the extra meat. So you've got almonds because you don't like almond butter. You've got cucumber because you don't like asparagus. And you've got rice because you don't like cream of rice. Whereas I've got asparagus, got my spinach, chicken covered in almond butter, and cream of rice. I will put the macros for today up on the screen because it's slightly higher than yesterday, similar format, so there will be fat in the pre and post workout windows. And yeah, we've also got our coffees too. Annalise has got my mug because she thinks she's the boss. I'm just going to take you through the final pull workout of the prep, which again is just a light pump up workout. Nothing extravagant, no ego lifting, no PRs, just getting a good bit of stimulation and forcing a bit of blood into the muscle. I did 2 variations of pull down, a row machine, some cable pullovers, shrugs, and 2 different variations of bicep curls, which were preacher curls and rope hammer curls, which are some of my favourite. It's very unlikely I'm going to record tomorrow's workout, which will be the final workout. It's just going to be a push workout, much as it was the day before, and you guys really don't want to see that. It'll be more recording what I'm eating tomorrow.
So that was the workout done. So I hit a bit of posing practice. Thought I'd have a look at how I was looking. Went from a posing routine. Then did my last 30-minute cardio session of the prep, which was just a simple, light 30-minute walk on the treadmill, as it was yesterday. There'll be no cardio tomorrow or carbon up. Then I headed home and I had my post-workout meal, which was chicken, almond butter and cream of rice, and watched Toy Story 3 with the kids. And apparently I fell asleep.
Dad's meant to be watching Toy Story 3 with us, but apparently his joints hurt and he's tired, so he needs another nap. Wake up!
Daddy's got one more meal to fit in, so in the meantime we're watching Lord of the Rings.
Currently 2 days out. This is where we start carbing up. I actually felt a tiny bit flat and watery this morning. Didn't think this was my best look out of the last few days, but that being said, my coach is really, really happy with the check-in pictures, and I'm just going to go with what he says, because that's what I pay him for. You know, guys, let your coach stress about it. Don't stress about it yourself. You know, they know what they're doing. He's got me in fantastic shape so far, so yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of peak week, enjoy the show, just like I've enjoyed this prep so far, and I'm not going to wish it away. So this is the exciting bit, rice in the rice cooker. I haven't put it on for ages because I just haven't had enough rice to eat to justify putting it on. Look at that. Oh, a mistake too. Oh my God, I cannot wait to eat this. Good morning. We are 2 days out from the Mr. Olympia, aka my contest. I wish.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're carbing up today. Now every other meal I've got steak in every other meal and rice. Keeping the carb up really simple, so there's no variations with sodium, no processed food, no risk of any stomach upset or digestive issues which can cause all kinds of problems. So yeah, no risks taken. Then tomorrow's going to be water depletion and a bit of fat loading. And you kids got your what are you drinking, Alice?
Berry tea.
And I've got my coffee.
And you both got your chocolate pillows.
Yeah, we both got chocolate pillows.
So a bit of a taste test, because I haven't had any red meat now for about 8 weeks. So that's meal one, absolutely inhaled. As you can see, first time having red meat for about 8 weeks now, so what a treat that was. Got 3 meals today with steak in, 2 meals with chicken. They're either going to be with rice or cream of rice. Macros for that were 125 gram of carbs and 40 grams of protein. The macros for meal either side of the gym today are going to be 150 gram of carbs with 40 gram of protein, 50 grams of carbs in my intra shake. Now Paul has said, looking at my check-in pictures this morning, he'd like me to remove 25 grams of carbs from the last 2 meals. He also wants me to check in before the last 2 meals, so it's possible they'll be adjusted either way, but we're just going to see what the photos are saying and see what Paul's got to say.
And he's going to put the macros for the day up on the screen.
So, what are your kids up to for today?
We're going to Robin's parents to have the water slide.
While our dad's at the gym getting ripped.
Yeah, so they're going to go there. I've got a haircut. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess, but I've been saving it up to get it done for the show. I'll go and eat my pre-workout meal there. Go to the gym, it's only a light pump-up session, no cardio. All cardio is done now till after the show. And then I'll go back, have my post-workout meal and watch the kids play.
We got some dope haircuts, man.
Pre-workout meal about to go down. So we got 40 grams of protein from chicken, 150 grams of carbs from rice. I think that works out like 190 raw weight, which is a lot of rice, so haven't volumized it too much. Got my haircut, so just chilling, watching the kids play, let this digest, and then go and hit my last workout. Of course, for the taste test, I get a bit of chicken, rice. Always heat your chicken up in the pan if you're reheating it. It tastes so much better. Tastes pretty decent. No seasoning or anything other than salt. But we're at this stage of prep, I think just about anything tastes good. So that is the final workout prep done. That was a push workout. I didn't record any of it because you've seen enough of me working out, doing like pump up workouts this week. So have a quick look at what we're looking like. Feeling a bit full, I've got a decent pump, have a bit of posing practice and home for some more carbs. Hopefully, by the end of the day, I'll be looking like a giant carb. So that was the workout done. This is my last bit of posing practice. I only recorded a small amount of this as well. I just wanted to kind of focus because my instructions are no posing tomorrow and just move as little as possible. And I was pretty happy. I still feel like I'm holding a bit of water, but we'll deal with that. I was pretty happy of how I was looking on the whole, minus the water. And I was really, really impressed to see that my hamstrings just coming through so well. I've never seen that on my body before. I've always struggled to get the hamstrings out, so I'm delighted with that. Post-workout meal time. Got my steak. Let's bring everything to the in-laws, supplements, coffee made at home, someone's spring water only. My salt all weighed out. Lovely. Salt on the steak. Bit on the cream of rice. It's not mashed potato, I promise you. So 150 carbs, 40 protein. And yeah, look at that. Just watching the kids play on a water slide and time for a little taste test. Yes, I am savage. I do put my cream of rice on my steak. No sauces at the moment, so this is as good as it gets. Oh, divine.
Wolfman. I've got corn chicken and rice, and I'm with aromat seasoning, and I'm eating it with a latte spoon like Daddy.
So these are the check-in pictures I took just before meal 4. Paul's really happy, filling out nicely, up just over 6 pounds from this morning. Still looking tight, so he's added back in 25 grams of carbs that he'd originally taken out. Meal 4 about to go down. To get the original 125 gram of carbs I was supposed to have. Paul's really happy, like I probably explained. So this meal's chicken breasts and cream of rice, 40 grams of protein, 125 grams of carbs. I'm going to chill now, watch a bit of Bob's Burgers and wait for Robin and the kids to get back. And the kids made some naan bread pizzas while they were out with Robin. Right, so just getting the last meal ready, which is beef and rice again. Checked in with Paul. He said just have 75 grams of carbs for this meal and then the 40 grams of protein coming from the beef. So that's plenty. I'm feeling very full anyway, so I'm happy with that. Steak I'm using is just like minute steak from Tesco's, quite cheap, and it's 7% fat, which is what he's asked for, which is ideal. So blue light blockers are on. Have this meal, and then we're on to fat loading and water depletion tomorrow. So yeah, still got a little bit of pink colour. Did overdo that slightly, which is unfortunate. And I'm gonna end the vlog there, do a separate one for tomorrow and then a separate one for show day. So thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Leave a comment, it helps the algorithm.